Can you hear me, Hiru?
Yes, I can hear you, Johnny, mate.
Right, see you at 6.
See you at 6.
I'm out of bed. I ain't got a chair anymore, have I? I've got rid of it. I got rid of my chair. Right, only 6 o'clock nearly. Got no floor. Nah, I'm not sitting on the floor. I'm not a cat in hell's chance. It's like down at bottom. Right. Do. Right, this is going to be hilarious because I've got that there. What's Scott Morrow? We'll get to that, Zoe. Right. It's 6 o'clock. Yep. Keep your hair on. Getting there. Just inviting people. Right. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's 6 o'clock. You know what that means? It's chick o'clock. So, in today's podcast, we're talking about the Harrogate game. But we're going to start off with obviously talking about the AFC Wimbledon game, the post-match Wimbledon game, the post-match Rotherham game, the pre-match Harrogate game, the weather forecast for the Harrogate game, latest news, what's on your plate, and if we're to chat about, and vent about anything. So, starting off with Haru, what was your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game?
To be honest, Johnny, I wasn't at the Wimbledon game. I was not very well, so I wasn't able to. But I did manage to listen to it and see by listening to the commentary and stuff like that. We played a different. I think we played the same style, but we just couldn't get the ball into the back of the net. Yes, we did lose to Wimbledon 1-0 at Wimbledon's ground. To be honest, I have spoken to people that have gone to the game. That they said it was absolutely just a just a load of shit. To be honest, um, my thoughts personally is that we didn't play good. We didn't play good enough. Yes, we have tried getting the ball into the back of the net to equalise, but unfortunately, in that full 90 minutes, we could not achieve that. So yeah, Wimbledon managed to walk away with 3 points on the board. That's all I can say about that game.
And what about yourself, Lee?
I said it was just poor game. Wimbledon, we just couldn't score. Just inability, old thing coming back. Whether they were tired after Walsall, put a lot into that Walsall game, didn't they? So I don't know. He changed personnel. I have no idea why. Would it Pato that was still sat on bench instead of starting? And he played Tommy Lee. Did he give us much? No, because I don't think he's been with us long enough, to be honest. I don't know why he changed. Why change a winning formula? He could have took Pato off at half time and put Tommy Lee on for that, but I don't know. Just is what it is.
Yeah, I thought it was poor.
It baffles us, doesn't it, sometimes, Alexander?
Yeah, it does. It does.
And it's
Yeah, I thought
like,
it was poor. The team played very
yeah,
poorly.
they
Travelled
didn't
all the way
play
down to
well.
AFC Wimbledon for it, and we just weren't good
Yeah.
enough.
No.
We're a bit of a
They've got
crap
the
game.
best record for a reason, and we didn't play our best attacking side, in my opinion.
Yeah. So have you two got anything else you want to talk about the AFC Wimbledon game?
Nah, let's move on.
Right,
Just poor.
let's move on
Hate
to
It
losing.
was just a poor performance. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
right. Let's
Isn't that
move
what we
on.
can say?
Let's move on then to the Rotherham game in the
Oh.
EFL Trophy, where we won 1-0 thanks to a Richie Smallwood penalty. The atmosphere I thought was very good. I think there's 1,000 odd there, and also respect to the Bradford fans and the Rotherham fans for giving the round of applause and basically cheering the guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Harvey Wilkins.
Who sadly got stabbed outside school, and that should never ever happen. And it was great where both fans came together and clapped. Round of applause for the little lad who passed away. So, Haru, what was your thoughts on the Rotherham game?
First half, poor performance from the Bradford bad lads. For some reason we couldn't get the ball into the back of the net. Yes, I did enjoy when Bradford and Rotherham came together to do the clap and the Harvey Will Goose chant. That got me a bit. Said goosebumps down my arms. But yeah, poor performance from the lads, and I thought it was a bit poor that we needed a penalty to actually score and win that game. To be honest, like yeah, luckily we got a penalty. Look, we managed to score and we managed to win that game 1-0. But I thought at the time in the first half it was poor performance, and in the second half it did kick up a bit. Don't get me wrong, it did kick up a bit, but it was a bit of poor performance until we managed to get that penalty and managed to score. But then after that, I think the lads did try and manage to make it 2-0 to keep the score up, because as you can see, we had clearly loads of shots, a lot of shots on target, and to be honest, the game itself it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. I know all my mates did, include obviously, but it wasn't that much of a pop performance for the lads. I loved that Shane Walker finally managed to be able to play in a game. I loved how Critchlow just slotted right into the starting 11 and managed to and just fit into the play style, like he said in his transfer when he's in his video when he joined back again. That he had unfinished business, which I really loved. That, and he proved it out there on the pitch on that Tuesday night.
And what about yourself, Lee?
Yeah, I just enjoyed it. I've got to disagree with Arun there a little bit. I thought we took us time to find out what they had, Rotherham, and then we just took over. Yeah, we couldn't score because we didn't have a striker on pitch. But ice cold Smallwood stepped up, stuck the penalty away. We should have had 2 more penalties on top of that, before that.
Yeah,
That was the third time lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
2 that he didn't give were more penalty than probably the one that he gave.
true.
Oh,
Me and the guy who next to me, we went full pep. We were giving it all 3 penalties, 3 times.
yeah,
It should.
exactly.
It was shocking.
Still a
The
3-0.
referee, third time
Referee
lucky
were
on it. Though.
poor. And you've got to give it to Rotherham. There is a difference in class there. They're a division above, so
Yeah,
we just took time. We had a look at them. We thought we fancy it, and the second half they were just different on it. We were the better team. The best team won, and Rotherham. Well, I don't know if you've seen Rotherham podcaster. That's just made me laugh. That's all. Just thought they were going to hammer us. Nah. Bradford's better than that, and certainly better than Rotherham. They were best team on there. Right team won, despite the referee.
yeah.
So if anyone does want to come and join the podcast, you are happily come and join it. Just search for Bradford City Chickens on the Loose on X and come and have a chat. Get your score predictions as well on TikTok and YouTube, and I'll read them out. Also, if you've got questions for the panel, what's Haru, Lee, and I think Robbie is here as well. So get your questions in for us, guys. I'm just gonna see if Robbie wants to join, and I'll get his thoughts on the 2 games, the AFC Wimbledon and Rotherham game. I'll just give him a couple of minutes if he wants to come and join. I've sent him an invite. Oh, and Callie's here as well. So let's see. Are you there, Miss Callie? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're coming in both my
Hello,
ears.
hello.
And Robbie should be
Hi.
here as well.
Hello.
Hello. So, starting off with Callie then. Callie, what were your
Oh,
thoughts on the
God.
AFC Wimbledon game and also the Rotherham game before we go on to the Harrogate game?
Wimbledon, I think we missed Cookie quite a bit in that game. We didn't play very well. I think we had an off day at the office. Less said about that, the better, I guess. But we haven't got a good away record away at Wimbledon anyway. I don't think we beat them away for quite a long time. Rotherham were amazing. There was just that buzz back again, weren't they, in the game? Kavanagh run his feet off again, but I think he was too isolated up front. I don't know why Graham doesn't put 2 strikers on just to start off with. Do you know what I mean? And then change it if it's not working. I think he needs another striker up front with him just to help him out. But good result. Looking forward to Dare We Dream about Wembley. I am positive. So yeah.
Certainly am.
Same here.
Callie's got that hair dye just prepared for me now. She's mixing it in the big bowl. She's got it home now, the red hair dye. I'm dreading it. Like I'm looking like in a tramp. If you are watching on YouTube and other social sites, I do look like a tramp at the minute. My hair is grown. That is prepared.
You need to do a top knot, Johnny. Tie it up in a top
Oh,
knot now.
God.
Yeah, I'll see if I can borrow one of your
I'll bring
hair
you a
tie
bottle
things.
tomorrow.
And Robbie, what about yourself, bud? Your thoughts on the Rotherham game and the AFC Wimbledon game?
AFC Wimbledon just missed the finishing touch, getting ball over the line pretty much. I didn't think we played that bad, to be honest. Wimbledon back four, strong as hell, couldn't get past it, is what it is. Rotherham, basically new picture, went out basically just to win, and we did. We got the job done. Put Rotherham to shame and even put Evans to shame. So yeah, Rotherham Wembley, I guess.
Okay, right. So moving on now to Bradford versus Harrogate. And this way I have to take some deep breaths. So, Bradford City versus Harrogate Town, 12:30 live from the University of Bradford Stadium, and it's also live on Sky Sports Plus. The referee is Oliver Yates. And in League One, he's had 6 appearances. He's dished out 33 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, 2 penalties. In the League Two, he's had 5 appearances, 21 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 2 appearances, 11 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. FA Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 11 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 2 yellow cards, and you've guessed it, no second yellow, no red, and no penalties. Altogether, he's had 78 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, and 2 penalties. So just a couple of stats for you, because I know people like stats. Currently, top goal scorer for City is Cook, and for Harrogate's March. Cookie scored 12, obviously March 5, no assists for Cookie, no assists for March, 22 games played and 19 for March. So Andy Cookie's out of action for a while. The Bradford City have scored 6 goals in their last 5 matches. Bradford are ranked 2 at home this season. Andy Cook has the most shots on target per match for Bradford, 1.4. And Harrogate have scored 4 goals in their last 5 matches. Harrogate Town have won their previous 2 matches against Bradford City, and Josh March has the most shots on target per match for 0.9. And a couple of results for you. Previous results: Harrogate won 2-0 against Cheltenham, they drew against Colchester, they won 1-0 against Doncaster. They lost against Doncaster, they lost against MK Dons 2-1, and they drew against Crewe. Bradford won against Carlisle 1-0, won against Morecambe, won against Walsall, lost against AFC Wimbledon, and obviously won the Mickey Mouse Trophy game. So then going over to the Simon Parker article, Bradford City possible team is Walker, Baldwin, Shepherd, Critchlow, Halliday, Smallwood, Pattison, Wright, Sav, Poynton, Tommy Lee. With substitutes Cav, Lapsey, Mellon, Walker, Huntington, Johnson, and Doyle. The leading top goal scorers obviously Andy Cook, 15, league position 7th. And the Harrogate Town possible team, I do apologise if I butcher names. If you are regular to this podcast, I pronounce names and I am shocking at them. So, in goal, they've got Belshaw, Sim, O'Connor, who used to be with Bradford City, Moon, Bilgo, I'm just going to call him Corn, Fox, Morris, Taylor, and Ollie Sanderson, former Bradford City parish. And then they've got March with Madoon, Sutton, Daly, Burrell, Curson, Dooley, and Oxley. Their current league position is 20th. The referee is Staffordshire Ollie Yates, officiated 4-0 win over MK Dons this time last season. And for people who like to bet, always bet safely and all that lot, match odds are City 8-13, Harrogate 5-1, and the draw 14-5. And last times these sides met, Harrogate bet City 2-1 in September in their 7th win in 10 meetings with the Yorkshire neighbours. While I put my teeth back in and get a drink, Callie, what's your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
Why are you going to me first? I like to listen to what other people say first. I think after Tuesday's game, confidence has got to be high. We beat a higher league. We've not beat Rotherham ever, have we? I don't think so. I think we'll do. I think we'll do well tomorrow against Harrogate. I'm not keen on early kick-off again, but that's what happens in it. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go 2-0 to Bradford for tomorrow.
Okay. And Haru?
With Harrogate, it is a bit difficult because they have beaten us. We have got a bad win record with them. They have beaten us many times.
Remember,
Is
TikTok,
that Valley
your score
Praise?
predictions in,
12:30. I'm
please,
guessing
and I'll read them out.
a
And also
2-1 win to the
questions for the panel.
Bantams. Why not?
Robert?
I'm going to go all out. I'm going to go with 3-0 win. I think we'll get the job done. Hopefully a bogey team put to bed as well.
And Lee?
I'm going to go 2-0 as well, but we have beaten Rotherham. I remember it very well. At Rotherham as well.
Bud, if you've got on X, I can't
Wayne
say
Jacobs,
we
got from Rotherham, if anybody remembers that far back. But yeah, welcome back, Robbie, by the way. Callie and Haru. I just think it's going to be a good day at Valley Parade.
Thank you.
I've got good feelings about this team. I know we're lacking strikers, and I think Pato's doing well. It's all about who we picks in it at minute. It's not going to be easy. It's always tough against all of these teams. So
What's
You've just got to-
What's Harrogate's form been like of lately with other teams?
Oh, it's at Harrogate, isn't it? Is it at Harrogate? It
It's
is.
at
Isn't it?
Valley Parade.
It is at
Oh,
Valley
isn't
Parade,
it?
yeah.
But
Confused
are
myself.
they playing well at the moment?
They're playing like they usually play. It's the usual mixed bag, in it, with Harrogate. They're not going to go up. They're not going to go down. So
I think we've got more to go.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if we've got more to go for tomorrow, might give us that bit of an edge, might it?
Well, I think there's that mental edge we've got already
Yeah.
because we need to win. We've got to play every game like a cup final. So
And the
Yeah.
we need the points. It's as simple as that.
there is
And
quite a good buzz around again at the moment, isn't there?
there is.
With
There
the
is.
team,
The
like you
players are
said,
looking
Lee.
confident.
Yeah,
They've got that spring in the step.
they have, and they don't seem scared of getting dug in. And
No.
if they lose the ball, they're chasing round to get it back. I've
The
noticed
thing
Exactly,
is,
as
yeah.
we've
well.
got Critchlow back as well, so we've got
Yeah,
Yeah. Plus, we are seventh. We are seventh. If we win this, it pushes up because we're going to achieve automatic, possibly playoffs.
What are we?
So
3-4 points off at promotion places
exactly, we're seventh in the league. If we
with
carry
a
on,
game in hand. Yeah,
exactly, if we
it's-
carry on the way that we're playing now, I don't see no problem us getting promoted.
I don't see any problem with it, but you know, at the end of the day, it comes down to what Graham Alexander puts in that team. And
Exactly.
it's thing, if he puts Tommy Lee in above Patterson, somebody kick his backside.
no, we
Boy.
can't do
Harry's not
that.
going to be happy if he puts
He
Tommy
did
Lee
it.
over
He did
Patterson.
it. He did it other day, didn't he? At
Yeah, he
Wimbledon,
did at
Tommy
Rotherham,
Lee
yeah, didn't he?
started, and it were like, "What the hell are you doing, mate?"
So
I think
to
when he
fill, so
sorry, when he puts Poynton on as a sub, we play better. When he
I
starts
think
him, we
players
He
do.
better
dropped
to
Poynton
sub instead of a starting
altogether,
11
didn't he?
player at the moment.
He dropped Poynton altogether, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, what brain fart did he have to make him do that?
Oh,
Max, if you're still here,
Wants
I've
to
not
change
seen
his
your
killie.
request.
That's what I'd
Your
say.
request has not come through. So if you want to put another one in, also
That
score
one he
prediction.
had for that game was a bit too strong for him.
So to fill everybody with confidence, and because I had a bit of positive feedback on Facebook the other day, so we have to go into a little bit more detail about this Harrogate game. So, looking at the head-to-head and to fill Callie with really good confidence, since Harrogate and Bradford have played, Bradford have only won 2 games, they've drawn 1, and Harrogate have won 7 games. That's the head-to-head stats on that.
yeah, I thought we didn't have a good
They
record.
are the bogey
Yeah,
side.
I knew we didn't have a
They
good
are the
run.
bogey side. We owe them.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And how many times have we? Well, have I said that this year? We owe them. It's as simple as that. Bottoms need to be
Get
kicked,
yourself on it now, Max. I'm waiting.
preferably Harrogate's.
Come and invite. You don't have, just come and join it, and I'll accept you.
2-0. That's what I'm saying. Come on, City.
So has everybody done the score
You
predictions?
do it.
I think we all have, Johnny.
Have you jumped it again, aren't you? Plumbing tippet. Callie's fault. Callie, you're not going first again. You're jinxing everything.
Well, you decided, not me.
I know I did. Right. So, on my score predictions for the game, I think I'm going to go 2-0 Bradford. And I'm going to go Smallwood and Bobby Poynton, I think, are going to score for City. So if anybody does want to come and join, just head over to X and search for Bradford City Chickens on the Loose, or just Chickens on the Loose, you'll find me. Max, I cannot see your request on Twitter. Try to log out and log back in again, and hopefully I will see it, but there's nothing showing up on my end, mate. Right, so is anyone else got anything they want to talk about the Harrogate game?
Yeah, I think Poynton is due a goal, isn't he? So, but I'm thinking Pato, and if he comes on in second half, possibly Tommy Lee. But I'm thinking Mellon's due a start as well. We've got to see what he's got. Because he is a striker. That's what he is. Out and out. He gets in behind. He's got a goal in him. Can you imagine him and Kavanagh up front, maybe?
This is what I think he should do. What I said
I do.
before.
I do.
Give
I
them the
agree
chance
with
to have 2 of them, and then they can work.
Yeah.
Maybe play. We've got a massive, big midfield now, aren't we? That's amazing.
Yeah.
The best midfield in League Two. So we've got plenty of people to pass the balls to them. And yeah, I'd like to
And
see.
also,
I'm anxious to see
Kavanagh won't
what
be
Mellon's
isolated on
got.
his own. Kavanagh won't be on his own. He'll have that support if there's two strikers up top.
Yeah.
I don't think Kavanagh minds. He's just doing what he can for the team, but you can see frustration in him game by game. He's
And he's
just
only
tearing his
little.
hair out sometimes.
He's only
only
young.
little,
He's
isn't he?
only young.
Don't stop him. He's a little terrier, isn't he, though?
So we've had Owen join. Are you there, Owen?
Hi, Owen.
Hey guys, all right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yourself,
Wally.
mate.
Yeah, not bad. Just excited for tomorrow, you know.
So what you reckon the score will be tomorrow?
I usually don't like being, positive in that mood, but getting ready myself. But I hopefully will win and score a few goals. That's all I'll be bothered about.
And did you see the AFC Wimbledon or Rotherham game?
Oh yeah, I went to both of them. I was really impressed with Rotherham, but I thought it was, said they're a league above. They had a strong team out, and yeah, I thought we did really well to withstand them. They had some top players like Lewis Silby, who were at Derby a few years ago. And look, it's just nice to be doing well in a good competition.
Can I just say, it's good to see as well, even though we lost the game at Wimbledon, you didn't see as many fans moaning and whinging about it because they tried and they just couldn't get through, could they, at the end of the day? But even that's a good sign for me when Bradford are playing like this, and when they lose an odd one, we're not all like wanting to throw tennis balls on pitch and things like that, are we?
No.
It's that good
Yeah,
buzz
exactly.
that we've got at the minute.
I think the players are really confident and they're all as one at the
Absolutely.
minute. And I think if the fans can stick by them, and even if the horrible thing that we lose tomorrow, if that did happen, hopefully we can still just remember what we can do on this day, and just stick by the team and get there in the end.
So before we go to the
There's
latest
not
Bradford,
many teams are going to go to Wimbledon and score, are there?
No, they're a
They've
very,
got the
very good
best
defensive
defence in
team.
the league.
Yeah.
So I don't think we did that bad, to be honest.
So before we get to the latest Bradford City news, and it's a massive latest Bradford City news, the weather forecast for tomorrow is going to be raining, so you need to take your big coats and probably a hat and some gloves. The sun will rise at 7:40 and will set at 3 minutes past 5. And that's your weather forecast. Right, everybody knows the legendary Mark Hughes has
Oh, God,
basically joined Carlisle. And with the power of Facebook, we are joined by Harley, who is a Carlisle fan. So hopefully you can hear me, bud.
Hi.
You're right, bud. So, as a Carlisle fan, what's your thoughts on Mark Hughes joining Carlisle?
I think it's good because I like different managers coming into the club. Like seeing Mark Hughes, I think he would do well with the club. Move us up out of relegation zone at the moment. What's happening to Carlisle?
And do you think he'll improve you?
Maybe, but I reckon this weekend there's going to be some changed into the team.
And who have you got on the weekend, mate? I forgot.
Grimsby Town.
So Grimsby,
Our,
are you going to batter the Grimsby?
I don't know. It's a tough away game. Probably. My score prediction is probably going to be a 1-0 win to Carlisle United.
Ooh, brave.
Big question for you. Is it Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny has a good picture that he's wanting to sell of Mark Hughes. If you're interested.
Yeah, I was thinking of yesterday on TikTok
So for
when
people
he
who
said,
don't have a clue what Callie's on about, I've put it on eBay for £20. I've got a signed Mark Hughes portrait picture. And it's currently on eBay for £20. I'm trying to get rid of it. He's currently looking over me now in the eyes, and I want to get rid of him.
You
So,
thought about
Callie,
setting it on fire?
can't do that. Can't do that, Lee. We can't do that, can we? Callie, so what's your thoughts on Mark Hughes?
I think it can.
I think he's sticking two fingers up to Bradford fans, if I'm honest.
Exactly, that was just what I was about to say, Colin.
It's
It's-
like,
It's
yeah,
a
what
big
else
F.
is he
It's
going
One
to
at a
a big
do?
time,
F you to
please.
the
One at a
Bradford fans.
time. Callie, mute you send Haru for a minute.
You what?
One at a time. Right, what are you saying, Callie?
Yeah, I just think he's like saying "sod you lot." Do you know what I mean? It's like that last playoff game that we played Carlisle. It took us Bradford fans a hell of a long time to get over that, and then it's like he's done a full circle and just gone back there. I find it hard to believe, if I'm honest. But Carlisle, he might be the right person for Carlisle job. Who knows? I mean, when he first took over at Bradford, we were all really buzzing, weren't we, and positive that we got such an influential manager of his standard as being a player, and then, but it just wasn't right for us, was it? At the end of the day, but I wish him well, and I wish Carlisle well. At the end of the day, let them. I don't think. I honestly think they might get relegated, but see what he does for them.
So before we go to Haru, just to fill Harley with confidence, we've had a TikTok come in from Hav. All he does is pass it around the back, pass it around the back, and pass it around the back. So if you're hoping for flowing football, it's not going to happen, mate. Right, Haru, your thoughts on Mr. Mark Hughes, the legendary ex-Man United player who teared it up in the leagues, returning back to Carlisle?
Yeah, at the first, there was talk about Carlisle approaching Steven Gerrard, and that I saw out there on Twitter, and I'm like, that ain't gonna happen. But Mark Hughes, yes, when we first had it, we were all buzzing about it, especially his past former Man United player, former Manchester City manager, QPR manager, and all that. He did manage to take us up to the playoff semi-finals, where we unfortunately did lose to Carlisle, but I'm feeling like he's like what Callie said. He's just done a big FU to the Bradford fans and just gone straight to Carlisle. But it may be good for Carlisle job. Maybe he could keep him out of relegation. Personally, I agree with Callie. I think they will get relegated. But if Mark Hughes can turn it around like what he did at Bradford, he most likely Carlisle could stay up in League Two for the next season.
And can I just add as well? I think that the Welsh connection may do him well there.
Yeah,
You know, with it all being like that kind of, it's a Welsh team, into etc. That maybe that would
yeah,
make it more positive as well.
And
yeah.
Harley, you also do some vlogs, don't you? So do you want to just throw your name out there? What's your YouTube name, mate?
My YouTube channel for it's called CUFC 50. I do Carlisle United vlogs. I'm interested in going around different stadiums for my channel. First away game, it's been improving my YouTube channel at the moment. We've got 2.9k views on the Swindon one. That's impressive. Bradford's Carlisle United versus Bradford City, we've got 1.6k views at the moment. So yeah, it's been quite impressive, really.
So if everyone give him a follow on his YouTube, right? We're coming into the last 30 minutes or so. So Robbie, what about your thoughts on Mark Hughes joining Carlisle?
Obviously leaving Bradford on, I won't say the best of thing, but he actually got us back to the fan base what we know we can be. So I'll give him credit for that. Carlisle job, it is a rolling contract. I think he's just there basically just to keep him up, and then obviously a bit of money at the end of it, hopefully for him. But he's always up for a challenge. You know what he's like. Obviously, gameplay tactics are not very the best. I don't think it's much same to Williams what he just got rid of. He does like to play three at back and one up top. Hopefully, he has obviously come to his senses and knows that don't work. So obviously, he'll change it for Carlisle. But obviously, Carlisle fans, you got to be behind him. It's a fresh start. It's a big name. Obviously, we were surprised we got Mark Hughes for the first time. Brought a bit of fan base in as well again. But yeah, don't really have much to say about him. Just good luck to him. That's all.
And we should have Raj here as well. You alright, Raj? Welcome back, mate. Long
Right,
time
good
no see.
evening. Long time are you? You okay?
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll start from the beginning. So what was your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game?
I didn't see it. I was busy. I was out, but I kept up to date with it. Obviously, we had a few chances in the game. We didn't take them, but it was always going to be a tough ask to go there. So it's not end of the world. Every good run has to come to an end. So we just start again tomorrow, won't we? So that's my answer to that one.
And your thoughts on the Rotherham game?
Rotherham game, I watched that online. Played very well. Did good. I mean, second half we was a better team. The first half they had a couple of half decent chances, but we did very well considering the changes we made as well. We made like 7 changes, didn't we? So happy with that. We played very well as a team.
And what's your thoughts on the Harrogate game as well?
Right. Well, tomorrow I think it's going to be a tough game because they're our bogey team. We've only beaten them twice in the last 10 meetings, so we're going to have to be very careful. And it's a derby game, so I think it's going to be very nervy. But I think we might win 2-1, but it's going to be very tight. I think, they're going to be up for it tomorrow, Harrogate, for me.
Okay. And last but not least, what's your thoughts on the Carlisle? Matt Hughes coming the Carlisle manager.
Lovely, I loved Mark Hughes in his time at Bradford. He did very well for us. I can't knock for what he achieved here. He brought the fans back to believing, and big attendances. His football was all right at times as well. It was decent to watch when he didn't pass it backwards. When he went forwards, it was okay. And let's not forget, he was the first manager since Stuart McCall to actually achieve a playoff place since 2017. So I can't knock him for that and what he did at the club. And I think him going to Carlisle, this rivalry has been going back and forth with Carlisle and Bradford. It's not a rivalry anymore. For me, it's time to just move on, forget it, and let's just move on. Carlisle, some of their fans are all right, and some are all right with us. So I think with him, Matt Hughes going to Carlisle, he'll do well there, and I think he'll keep them up. And also, you've got to remember they had a good transfer window in January. They brought about 9-10 new players in, so they've got a good quality, amount of players that they brought in, including Embleton from Blackpool and a couple of others. I think they'll be fine. They'll stay up for me, and he'll do all right there. And good luck to him.
And sorry, Robbie, you got your hand up, mate?
Yeah, I'm just surprised none of you mentioned Ollie, who went to Harrogate.
Yeah, Ollie coming back tomorrow. He'll want a point to prove there.
Yeah, 100%.
He's going to be hungry to do well against us tomorrow.
He has been starting sub though for him.
Yeah.
I think they might start him up top, see what he's like.
They played 4-4-2 in their last game, Robbie. So
yeah, it'd be nice to see what we're actually missing. Because obviously, I don't know if you've read Telegraph and Argos, but Graham did say he did make a mistake.
Yeah, he said that today. Yeah, you're right. I would love to have kept him, considering what we're needing.
I just didn't think he could play on his own. I think that's what the issue was.
Yeah, in a 2
he is young, he is fresh. He's obviously got a bright future ahead of him. But
yeah, good luck to
for us in that time period, and obviously Graham did obviously admit it was his fault. So at least he owns up to it and does obviously say it's his own fault, which is fair enough.
When he first come at Valley Parade, Ollie Sanderson, the first few weeks was very good for Bradford. He did well, didn't he?
I'm sure I think he bagged about 3 or 4 for us.
Yeah.
Kelly, you got your hand up, love?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Robbie a question. Is he wearing the lucky yellow coat tomorrow?
If it is raining, I probably will be. Not gonna lie.
Can I ask you guys? Do you know how many tickets Harrogate have sold anyone by chance? No. How many?
They normally sell about 400, to be honest with you.
400.
Yeah, 400, 500 max.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Owen, you got your hand up, mate. Before we get to Lee.
Hey, Johnny. But as per I thought, for tomorrow, I just don't want to see Jimmy Walker start. I think Sars has cemented his place. We really have to take it away for him now.
Okay, Lee, thoughts on Mark Hughes joining Carlisle?
Can I stop laughing now?
Yeah, you can stop laughing now, mate.
Yeah, good luck to him. I liked him at Bradford myself. I think he went too early. Personally, I thought he should have got to the end of the season. They chose not to do that, but that's by the by. Good luck to him.
And
Harrogate game, it's gonna be tough. We've said this already, but I will go for 2-0. I will say 2-0. I don't care who scores. Patterson can get another 2 for me, and hopefully Cav can get on score sheet.
And Max, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So welcome, Max. Thank you for joining. So we'll just go back a bit, and then what were your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game, bud?
The Wimbledon game, we knew it was going to be a challenge coming into it, but obviously coming off a 3-0 victory over Warsaw, I think we went in a little bit too confident. But my take on it was I'm still confused how Graham Alexander would change a winning side from going as many games unbeaten as he did to going to lose 1-0 at Wimbledon. But yeah, I watched it on TV. It wasn't the best. I don't think Callum Johnson had the best game. But we go again tomorrow.
Yeah,
And your
Johnson's got to
thoughts?
convince us yet, hasn't he?
And your thoughts on the Rotherham game? What we played?
I think the Rotherham game was much better towards the second half. The first half was a little bit scrappy. Second half were a little bit better. And I think we were lucky to take that on. Hopefully, go through to the final, play at Wembley.
And your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
It's 100% going to be a challenge. We don't have the greatest record against Harrogate. Early kick-off as well. But hopefully, Graham Alexander puts out the team that's been on form for Bradford, and hopefully we could take another 3 points and then go on to beat Accrington on Tuesday. Go back up towards top of the table.
And last but not least, your thoughts on Mark Hughes returning to Carlisle? Well, returning to management with Carlisle.
I think, in my opinion, he's just being horrible towards the Bradford fans, really, and he's giving it to them, giving them everything. But what he did for Bradford was obviously amazing. Took Bradford up there, took them to Wembley, and I think he has the chance to keep Carlisle up this season.
Robbie, you got your hand up, mate?
Yeah, just going back to obviously not changing a winning team. I think sometimes you do have to change a winning team. Basically, just obviously getting Jamie Walker in. Obviously, I thought Sarchevich came on as a sub over the week and did absolutely brilliant when he came on as a sub. I think he did change the game. But sometimes it is nice like that where obviously you are struggling first half and obviously the impact does come on and obviously change. Jamie Walker's obviously fighting for his position. Obviously, that's been dropped. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Lee, you got your hand up?
I do, yeah. He's got to win that Carlisle crowd over because he said some pretty nasty things about Carlisle, didn't he, when he were with us? So, are they going to forgive him? Is he going to be hostile? But
Ali,
I
you got
do
your
wish
hand
him
up, love?
luck.
Was that from before, Callie?
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
You got your hand up? Is that from before
No,
or?
yeah, it's from before. Sorry, yeah.
Right. So, does anyone want to chat about, vent about anything? Callie?
No, I just feel like I said before, it's a good buzz. There's a good buzz at City at the minute, and I think if we're going to go up, it's going to be this season. I think we've got a good chance. I hope it's a packed house tomorrow, so we can all beat 12 man and get behind the team. I think I'm going straight to ground, so I'm hoping to give Pato a bit of pep talk before he goes on pitch.
I'll do it for you, Kelly.
And Haru, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, actually, I was speaking to some people last night, and I was speaking to when I went to go get my dinner yesterday. I saw one of the stewards and her husband outside on Manchester Road. Basically, what we were discussing about is the fans wise. So basically, we've got our 12:30 kickoff, right? Leeds have got 12:15 kickoff, I'm pretty sure it is. Huddersfield's got 3 p.m. kickoff. How's the police going to manage all them fans? Bear in mind, Leeds fans Millwall fans who are versing Leeds will clash with the Harrogate fans in Leeds train station when Harrogate are coming to Bradford and Millwall are going to Ellen Road. And then you've got Huddersfield fans coming, going to obviously the away fans for Huddersfield going to Huddersfield for their game. Just wondering how the police are going to handle all that. And plus, for Harrogate, for us at home, it's good. Yeah, it's going to be a big challenge. It will be a big challenge because we haven't got a good win record against Harrogate. Hopefully, it's a packed out stadium, like Callie said. Hopefully, we get behind the 12 lads and really show Harrogate what we are made of and just push for promotion because it's about time we get out of this goddamn league. We have been in the league for far too long. I think it's time we need to get out of this league, push the game, win the game, and then move on. That's how I see it.
Hallie, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
No, I've got nothing to say actually.
Okay.
Really.
Robbie, do you want,
Um,
sorry. Robbie, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, I'd like to know where Roop's got his money from. No, it's nice to see him putting a bit of money into club. I'm not going to complain about that, but it's nice to see.
Yep. Lee?
Just a little rant is, I noticed actually interesting today that there were no preview from Mr. Alexander. Big game coming up, so they're obviously taking it serious, which is good to know. But a minor rant is changing winning sides doesn't always work. I get that sometimes you have to rest a player for their own whatever, but the side has just been so confident, so together. You need to foster that a little bit because that's going to serve them through some really tough times. And Harrogate is going to be a tough time, so let's go get 3 points.
Max? Do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
yeah, I've just got a couple of questions for you all. The first question I've got is, what are everybody's opinions on the new signings that we've made?
Ooh.
I think we're missing a striker.
Yeah.
Everything else is perfect. We're just missing a striker. But I think
Yeah.
he might be having a bit of a bargain basement, feeling them bargain buckets to see if we can find any decent strikers who are free. I know MK Don sacked the I can't remember his name, Denez or something from MK Dons. I know he's walked from his contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want to answer that question, or is everyone okay?
Yeah,
to be
we've
silent?
finally got a left back,
Yes, we have finally.
Yes.
so I'm happy about that. I'm happy that Critch is back.
Yep.
The other guy, I can't remember his name. I don't know that much about, so we'll have to wait and see.
The
I just,
new kid that we've recently signed, what, like a couple days ago.
yeah,
I can't remember his name, but
Uh,
yeah, I
the-
know what about Lee. Yeah.
The left back.
Akindi Wondi Winder or whatever his name is. I'm getting as bad as Johnny now.
Yeah, so the left back was on loan at Stockport, and they highly rated him. Apparently, he is rapid. He goes down the wing, so he probably will be a replacement for Wright, I think.
Yeah.
One other thing and all that I'm kind of wondering, what's happened to Ben?
I just don't think he's
Yeah,
been good enough,
Mm.
has he? He's not really
yeah.
been near the
No, I
team,
just
has
think
he?
Me?
with his injury and Brad been actually back to being Brad last year, I think there's no need to change it.
No, I don't know.
That's how I see it personally. But
Still need him on bench at least, I think, because he's a.
he were on bench against Rotherham, I think, wasn't he?
No,
Really
I
not?
don't think he was.
I don't
No.
think he was. No, I don't think he was.
So
No.
my vent is against making bets.
Oh, gee.
When you say stupid stuff on a podcast, i.e., you're gonna grow your hair and dye your hair red, or get a tattoo, but I won't go in for a tattoo. I think I need to start thinking before I need to open my mouth.
Oh, that
Yeah.
number actually, by the way, I remember it well.
I can just imagine Callie now just mixing that massive red pot up of claret coloured blooming hair dye up now.
It is proper bright red.
What's the T's and
Proper.
C's on this
Amber?
anyway, Callie?
Are we having
What?
Amber? Amber streaks, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do him. It's got to be the city stripes, hasn't
Yeah.
That's what I
And
was.
Johnny, make sure you
What's
go
the
live
T's
on
and C's
TikTok
on
right
this,
after.
Callie?
it? You what?
What's the T's and C's on this?
The T's and C's. You just don't get a say. To be fair,
I don't get to say.
it's
So
just
is it
getting done.
top three air
You've
dye
got to.
playoffs
You've
air
got.
dye?
You have to go to a home game with it like that and an away game, and then you
Oh
can do what
God.
you want.
Bloody hell. Get money, get raising money, guys, for 56.
All I'm saying, yeah. Johnny, make sure you go live on TikTok for when it happens.
Yeah, we'll do
I
it.
like Callie.
Yeah.
I'll personally go to Callie's house or whatever. I'll meet Callie at a neutral venue and she can do me hair just to pleasure everybody on TikTok.
That'll be
Right.
funny.
So this part of the podcast now, the time is 6:46, and it's everyone's favourite feature. What's on your plate? So for people who don't have a clue what I'm on about, basically ask individually what they're having for tea, see if it makes me hungry or not, and just basically a bit of food. So Callie, what's on your plate?
Right, nobody laugh. But this is exactly what I'm having. You probably hear it cooking in the pan. I'm having a Big Daddy rump steak.
Ooh, are you having it dry? You having any sauce on it?
I'm going to have. I've got peppercorn sauce and chips to go with it. It's a thick cut, 30-day matured
How'd you have
Big
it cooked?
Daddy. Well, it's got to be well done for me. I can't
Oh,
have it.
you're ruining
Nah,
it.
Oh.
I
Ruined it.
can't have it
You
done with
ruined it,
blood
Callie.
and guts.
Absolute ruined it.
And I always winch every time Callie says thick cut
If
on.
it's still eating
on
my
stuff.
veg, it ain't cooked enough for me.
Haru, what's on your plate, mate?
Beef steak and chips, basically.
You having it dry? You having a red sauce, brown sauce?
I've got some mayonnaise with it and some salad on it.
Harley, what about yourself, mate? What's on your plate?
I'm
What are you
not
having
having
for
nothing
tea?
at the moment. I had my tea very early today.
What did you have, mate? Out nice?
I had quiche.
Oh, posh.
Quiche
Posh.
potatoes and vegetables.
Nice. Robbie, what about yourself, mate?
It's got to be a dirty Chinese, isn't it?
Oh, you just can't say dirty Chinese. Go into detail.
Spare ribs, sweet and sour chicken. And I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
And Lee, I always hear you munching away on the podcast, so you're probably demolishing yours right about now.
It's all gone, mate. Fish and chip Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Mushy peas, bit of mint sauce. Why is it you never see people put mint sauce on the mushy peas, which is what's traditional?
Should be arrested for that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I can have mint sauce on everything, mate.
I kind of
Absolutely
love it.
everything. I love it.
I love mint sauce.
And TikTok's just decided to close down on me, so we're still live, but just not on TikTok. Max, what about yourself? What's on your plate, mate?
So there's a bit of variety. Got pilau rice, chicken tikka masala, garlic naan, and some poppadoms.
Oh.
Nice. I got absolutely no idea what I'm going to have to. I think I might make a bacon butty. Right, and on that note, I want to say a big thank you for Callie, Haru, Harley, Robbie, Lee, and Max, and Raj, and other people for joining. Hope you have enjoyed listening to this podcast. And if you do like everybody's voices, you can listen to the podcast on every single social podcast service going from Apple Music to Spotify to YouTube and other social sites. We've also got a small Facebook page going on. What's not very small at the minute. It's actually growing daily. Up the Chickens on Facebook, where you can do Golden Goal every match day and Super 6 every year. Also, Facebook, Chickens on the Loose podcast. You'll find me there. YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitter. Just search for me, you'll find me. Hope Bradford City do win tomorrow in the Betty T. Rube Derby. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Up the Chickens. Night night.